I never expected Americans to treat me like this. Today's video, we have some foreigners who are visiting America for the first time, and they are shocked to see how they are treated in America. Let's go ahead and view this.
As a European in the US, I just love how people I've never met call me like sweetie and honey and sweetheart. Because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I am sweet. How did you know? That's all that I've ever wanted to be. I don't think my own mother calls me that. In Finland, it would be very invasive to call somebody a sweetheart that you don't know. But honestly, I love this for Americans. I love this about you guys.
I'm a football fan from Germany. Ever since I watched the 1994 World Cup as a kid, I dreamed of experiencing a World Cup in America. Before I came, I heard a lot of negative things. But this is the America I experienced. I felt safe. I felt welcome. I found kindness, hospitality, and people proud to welcome the world. Thank you for making a childhood dream come true.
For years, negative media stories gave these European tourists a pretty wild picture of life in the US.
That is 1,000% true. I wish I could show you my text with one of my European buddies just from a couple days ago. He's been living in Spain. He's originally from Romania, but he's living in Spain. Eventually I'm gonna get him on camera one day. We're actually supposed to do a digital interview. But he's also doing content as well. But I just asked him like about America. He's like, when I was younger, I did want to go, but not so much. And it's funny because that's the story I've been getting from a lot of people. They're like, yo, I wanted to go, but now I'm like, I think a lot of it has to do with the negative media that's out there, like what this creator is talking about. There's a lot of bad things and, things that are stereotypes, stuff like that. Even when I just came back from Thailand, by the way, I just came back from Thailand. If you're new to my channel, you'll see my recent videos, but if you've watched me for a while, you already know. And I was asking some of the people there, like, "Hey, would you ever move to America?" Blah blah blah. And I was surprised. So many people were like, "No." And I thought it was just a Thai thing at first, but then I met some people in Vietnam. I told you about my European buddy, and just people throughout. And I've seen that increase over the last couple of years, where people don't want to move here. Right? They've been hearing negative things. As far as the sweetie compliment that she got, yeah, some people say that, but some people also say it sarcastically, especially on the East Coast. It's like, sweetie, what are you doing? It's kind of like a little kiss before I hit you with the insult, if that makes sense. It's kind of like if you understand dry humor or sarcastic humor or East Coast humor, Midwest humor, you kind of understand what I'm saying. But let's go ahead and look further into this, shall we? A lot of negative media. I'm glad positivity's turned around.
Heartwarming and hilarious moments of European tourists experiencing the real America firsthand and proving the media completely wrong. Let's jump right in. First up, a local American creator was completely fed up with all the political noise and division in his country. But right when he felt like giving up on the American spirit, a massive event brought in travelers from Europe, Japan, and Australia. And what happened next completely restored his faith in his own home. Check this out.
If you're anything like me, I've been so disheartened with all of our division and politics and just nothing but bad news in my feed. And I was not ready for the World Cup to be the answer to that, the antidote. Living vicariously through all the tourists that have come over from Europe and Japan and Australia, and they're just falling in love with our country, and seeing America through their eyes is just kind of, I don't know, it's really helped my patriotism.
Next up, a British traveler ordered her exact go-to Starbucks drink after
Same for
landing
me.
in the US, expecting the usual taste. But the very first sip left her completely shocked, realizing that what she'd been drinking back home was a total disappointment compared to the American version. Check this out.
We're currently in America, and I really need to know what Starbucks are putting into these coffees, because Starbucks in the UK tastes rubbish. It tastes rubbish. I hate it. Starbucks in America, exact same order, delicious. Absolutely fantastic.
Next up, a mom from Germany pulled into an American.
I'm gonna be honest with you as far as that one, because I do notice a taste difference once you go to the certain places. Like I always tell people, Asia has the best coffee I've ever had. It doesn't matter if it's from Starbucks or if it's a local place, domestic, whatever. Something about the way they do their beans or the way it's grown, the ground over there, the sunlight, the way it hits it, I don't know, but it's completely different. So I understand what she's saying, but I have a suspicion it may be the sugar level. So let's see. Just bear with me one moment. Starbucks. Generally, okay, let me put this on the screen here. And we're going to get back to the video. I just want to take a quick look. Starbucks drinks generally contain more sugar. I swear I did not look this up before I did this. Starbucks drinks in the US generally contain more sugar and calories than identical menus in Great Britain. Different regional recipe formulations, heavy reliance on standard sugar syrups. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I was like, if it tastes different, it got to be the sugars because there's no way the quality is that much different in Great Britain compared to the US. I just knew it. How did I know this? I've been doing this for a minute, huh? This whole traveling thing. But let's go back to the video. I kind of just had that feeling. I'm like, man. And by the way, when you go to Asia, it's not a sugar thing. It's the beans. I'm telling you, because even if you get black coffee, different. I'm trying to tell you. If you've never been to Asia, if you love coffee, you got to check it out.
American gas station, expecting the usual chaotic routine with her kids. But what she experienced at the pump blew her mind, making her wonder why every country doesn't handle filling up fuel the exact same way. Check this out.
One thing I really love about the gas, you can pay at the gas station right at your car. You don't have to pack everything. You don't have to get your kids out of the car, go inside, and then come back to just fill your gas. Like, you can just pay here. That's so convenient, and I would love that in Germany too. It's such a hustle to get like everyone out of the car, go inside, pay, and then come out again.
Next up, a traveler from Germany decided to try one of Texas's most iconic sodas alongside some local BBQ. But his very first reaction to the drink was so bizarre, it completely caught everyone off guard, before the food completely won him over. Check this out.
So this is the Big Red, the national pride of Texan people. Let's give it a try. Tastes a little bit like you're at a dentist and at a candy shop at the same time.
Could eat this every day. So good. Can we take this back to Germany?
We do.
Next up, a Japanese traveler ordered beef ribs at an American.
I didn't know about the Big Red. Shout out to Big Red. Shout out to Texas. I never had that. So next time I'm in Texas, I know what I got to ask for. All my Texans, nobody ever told me. Why you ain't tell me? I'm over here thinking Big Red like the bubble gum, which I like, by the way. Tastes like cinnamon.
American spot, expecting a standard dinner portion. But when the plate actually hit the table, the sheer size of the food left her completely speechless. Check this out.
Next, I will try rib.
Okay. You know it's good because you hear black people in the background.
確かに日本だったらこうやってグリルして
Next up, after enduring the stressful nightmare of moving abroad, this British expat finally had her ultimate I made it moment in the US. Sitting on her bed with a hot fast food order and a good show, she realized every single struggle was totally worth it. Check this out.
I'm a Brit living in America, and I just wanted to share some hope for those on their journey to moving to America. One day you're going to be eating Chick-fil-A in your bed, watching Netflix, watching Love is Blind. Life does get better than the UK, and can eat Chick-fil-A. It's all going to be worth it. The struggles of getting a visa and everything, but now I get Chick-fil-A, and life is just good. It just couldn't be better because I'm in America.
Fair use, fair
Next
use.
up, a group of European tourists pulled.
Now, Germany, I feel like you could argue, has certain things they potentially do better. You know, you go to a grocery store, you may see the fresh squeezed orange juice machine, which is in certain parts of the States, but from what I've been told, it's kind of like a staple in Germany. They use less processed food. Some may argue they got more culture, you know, their own language, etc. But as far as the UK, every person I met from the UK who has had the opportunity to visit America all said the same thing. By the way, you can tell I'm excited. You notice I don't got my glasses on like usual, right? My contacts finally arrived. I lost my bag. Air Canada lost my bag, whole story. But every person I met from the UK said the same thing. They was like, yo, um, we prefer the US, right? Now Germany might be different, Spain, France, whatever, whatever, whatever. But the UK in general, even people from there will tell you the food's not good. This is not me trying to talk bad about them. I'm just being honest. People from there have told me this. And if they had the chance to come here, they're like, yo, we prefer it. Usually sometimes it's more fried and more sugar over here, but generally speaking, I hear people say that like the food over there is just very bland. And these are people who are actually from there. But shout out to all the people who came through. The title of this video is I Never Expected Americans to Treat Me Like This. Why Tourists Never Want to Leave USA. If you want to support this creator, his name or her name, potentially, we can't tell because it's an AI voice, is Doctora Archive. So shout out to them. I got more content coming for y'all. It's been an amazing week. I can't wait to drop this free guide for y'all on Thailand. Hopefully I'll drop it this week. I got a few things I'm working on in my personal life, but hopefully I can drop that free guide this week. So stay tuned for that.